you're a busy dad and you don't want to be the guy sitting on the sidelines while your kids play because your body is feeling old, stiff, and beat up, then this is what you do. Once a week, we get together and we move with a little bit less intensity, loosen up the body to maintain this habit of consistency. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Squat Club if you're new. This is where busy dads and men and parents get together to improve their lives through fitness and action on their goals every single day today. We've got an active recovery day, leave us feeling better. First thing before we move our bodies though, as always, we're going to choose our first thoughts of the day, set our intention. Let's go. All right, so what we're going to do here, first thing is get into a squat. We're going to open up our hips and open up our minds this fine active recovery day. So heels go on the ground underneath the hips, and you're just going to squat passively. So you're not trying to stay upright or anything. You can hold on to a counterbalance out in front in the form of a weight or a critter if you feel like you're going to fall over backwards. And then while we're here, we're going to go through what I call mental reps, and we're going to do a box breath. So if you look on the right side of the screen there, holy dog, you'll notice there's an animation, and you can follow that with your breath. It's a 4-second inhale, a 4-second hold, a 4-second exhale, and then a 4-second hold again. And it's going to allow you to kind of settle your breath, set your heart rate nice and steady, and set you off for the day. So follow the animation. I'm going to go through the mental reps. What are you doing this morning? The first one is I am responsible. And what you want to think here is that anything that you want in your life, any goal that you have, any person that you want to become, anything that's happened that is negative is on you, right? Our lives are up to our own responsibility, our own accountability. And if you think that someone else is going to do that for your life and take ownership of it, you're wrong. So don't wait around for that to happen. Take action, take responsibility. It's my life. Next is I will make time between the stimulus and the response. And that's like my patience. That's, can you take in a stimulus, not freak out, right? Take a moment, assess, breathe, and then respond in a way that you're going to be proud of. Next is I have all I need to succeed today, and will focus on progress over perfection. What that means is that whatever journey you're going on, whatever goal you have the tools to take step one. Right, whatever that is. And then that step that you take will build the skills or the tools that you need for step 2, and so on and so forth. So if you just look at it as what is the step that I need to take to start this journey, you'll recognize that you have whatever you need. And as long as the focus is on progress, one little bit every day or 2 days, whatever it is, that goal becomes accessible over time. And then the last one is I choose gratitude, because if you're only focusing on the things that need improvement or that need work or that are wrong or broken or whatever, that's all you will see. And I'm speaking to myself as well on this one. So if you focus on things that are positive, then you'll see more positive. All right, let's take an extra second here. Finish up our breathing. And then it's time to start moving the body. Let's do it. All right, so as we do every morning, we start our movement practice, whether it's active recovery day or a full training day, with getting off the floor, because we've gotten out of bed and now essential movement is getting up off the floor. So we're going to go 2 minutes here, just as a nice steady pace, doesn't need to be fast, of getting down on the ground, you can see it on the screen there, and then getting back up. And we're just gonna go 2 minutes, just starting off nice and easy. You can walk yourself down or hop. Same thing on the way up. And at the top, we're just gonna get a quick little celebration of the fact that we decided to do this, but more importantly, because we can, because we're maintaining the capacity to get up off the floor, which eventually will become more and more challenging as we age. So we keep up that capacity, and we're getting the heart rate up, getting the joints lubricated, and getting ready for a little bit more movement today. That being said, it is active recovery day, so we're gonna move through some mobility today, not just passive stretching, but some active mobility positions that'll get us, it'll get us working, but not crushed like a high intensity day. And it should leave us feeling better and ready to train hard for the rest of the week. So a nice 20-minute, kind of low intensity, moderate effort mobility session today to keep the habit, keep the body happy so that you can keep on keeping on. Good morning, Talia and Mr. Terry. If you're following along with us, how are we doing? What time did you get to bed? And how are we feeling on a scale of 5 to 10? I was in bed around 9 last night. So not bad. I think 8:30 is my preference, but 9, not bad. And we're up feeling pretty good this morning. It's supposed to be warming up outside over the next few days. So spring is kind of in the air here. All right. We're gonna change it up a little bit today for active recovery day. That's gonna be the warm up. And we're just gonna basically move into it. So let's chat about this for a moment. Talia, 8 p.m., 7 a.m. Oh, I love that. I love it. So let's talk about what we're gonna do today quick, and then we'll do a second hook. We'll put that there first. So often format on active recovery day is something like this. We're gonna go 2 rounds through this, 5 movements, 2 minutes each, and I'll kind of walk you through them as we go. But we're looking at just what you'll need basically. First one is gonna be a Spiderman lunge with a twist. So just from your plank, step out, and then we're gonna twist the arm that's closest to that knee, and then we're gonna alternate legs on that, but I'll talk you through it when we go anyways. And from there, movement number 2 is just gonna be a dead hang. So you get your pull-up bar set up. Maybe we'll do that now. And you can mess around with different versions of this, be it, hands, palms in, palms out, chin up grip, pull up grip. You can mix the grip. You could go single arm. We'll have, in essence, 4 minutes at each, call it station. So you can mess around trying different options throughout that 2-minute window twice. So, and the next one is a squat and reach. What that's gonna look like is you're gonna come down maple. No, hey, stop it. Come down into that passive squat position, and then we're just gonna alternate. So go through these with me, get a little bit extra warm up here while we're going. So from that position, you're gonna take one hand. Oh, I'm not a good demo of this. That should be straight up. The goal is straight up, and then alternating basically for that 2 minutes in that squat position, holding onto a counterbalance if needed. And then from there, plank to pike. We're gonna go basically from a nice tight plank position, ab squeeze, butt squeeze, leg squeeze. And we're just gonna work our way into basically a downward dog. You can get some side to side, you can get some pedaling. And then we're gonna come back through the plank and the pike. And we can move on single leg, and we can mess around with different positions in there, but just alternating plank to pike. And then the last one's gonna be our Cossack Squat. I'm making a mat out for this. So we'll come into a wide stance, and you're gonna squat down on one side, keeping that heel down, knee in line with the foot, and then kind of switching sides, alternating there. Ooh, that's tight. So get your space set up, maybe get a mat out if you need it. Get the pull-up bar set, maybe a counterbalance if you need for the paleo squat or for the Cossack squat. And then we're gonna get her going. Yaroslav, good morning. 11:20, 7 out of 10, not bad. What is Chris saying? Bed at 10:15, kids were up late and woke me up at 10:45. Had a hard time getting back to sleep. Sorry to hear that, dude. That's a challenge. And now knowing that you have 6 kids, extra credit, man. All right, let's do this real quick. If you're a busy dad and your body is starting to feel stiff and beat up, this is what you need. 1 day a week slow it down a little bit, active recovery, mobility, reset your body, and make it feel good again. Let's get after it. All right, team. So what we have this morning, simple, with the goal of walking away feeling better than we came in. 5 different movements, 2 minutes each, 2 full rounds. And you're basically gonna work for as much of that 2-minute window as you'd like, pushing yourself a little bit, but trying at the same time to kind of ease into it and relax. First movement is, as you can see on the screen here, a Spiderman Lunge plus a twist. And I'm gonna walk through these, so we're not gonna go crazy into depth in the setup here. So from a plank position where the body's nice and tight, you're gonna step out in front with one foot and then twist towards that leg. Come back to the plank, switch legs, drop that back knee, and then twist towards that side again. Alternate that for the 2-minute window. The second one is a dead hang. So get to your pull-up bar, you can hang double hand, overhand, chin up grip, mixed grip, single arm, mess around with some different stuff, opening up the shoulders and the grip. Next one is a squat plus a reach. So this one you're gonna come down into a passive squat position, all the way down. If you feel like you're gonna fall over, you can just hold on to a counterbalance. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is press the elbow into the inside of the knee and then twist against it. And then reset in the center, push against that knee and twist. We're gonna get 2 minutes of that, followed by squat and reach, plank to pike, followed by another pike or plank position, just like the Spiderman lunge, but from there, what you're gonna do is send the hips up and back into kind of a downward dog or pike position. You can pedal out the feet. You can go side to side, just moving around in there from that plank to pike position. And then the last one is gonna be our Cossack squat. And you may want to counterbalance on this one if you feel like you're gonna fall over, but nice wide stance. We're gonna squat down on one side, keeping the knee in line with the foot and the heel on the ground. You can come up, stand in between if you'd like, or just shift right over. And we're gonna alternate sides like that. Hold a counterbalance if you feel like you're gonna fall over. So I'm gonna walk through those as we go. Simple. Let's set it up and get moving here. It's visible there, right? All right. So 10 sets of 2 minutes is what this is gonna look like. Let me set that for us. 10, 2, oops. 0, 0. All right. So once again, we're just gonna move nice and easy through these 2 minutes each. First one is our Spiderman lunge and twist. Let's get after it. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Let's go. Good morning, Jody. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. So you can drop that back knee, and then the elbow that's on the same side as the bent knee. Reach her towards the ceiling. You can even grab onto that knee and twist towards it. And then back to the plank. Alternate legs. Twist towards that knee. Once again, you can just grab the knee and pull on it, twist yourself towards it, or reach the hand towards the ceiling. You can make this more active by lifting that back knee. And we're just gonna alternate here. Another 90 seconds. Even drop and raise that back knee. Adding into that twist. Feeling it. Feel that there too. Definitely feeling a little bit stiff and sore from the last few days of hard training, so really looking forward to this. I'm gonna make sure that I stay active here, stay consistent, and try not to get lazy. Get the most, I want to make sure that I get the most value out of this session and not just kind of skim through it because it's not as intense and not as exciting necessarily as some of our harder training days. There's definitely a lot of value in this. 30 seconds, and then we're moving to our hang. 20. Whew. All right, going to our first hang. 5, 3, 2, 1. So you can even ease in and have your feet on the ground. You can go side to side, forwards, backwards. Try to think about slowing the breathing, maybe breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Get a little side to side. I may mess around in like 30-second chunks, maybe. Switch the grip up, get some different exposures. There's 30. You can even have your feet on the ground to support a little bit, just to pull on those shoulders. There's 40. Switch it up here a little bit. I'm gonna go chin up grip now, but you can do whatever you please. That's feeling tight. Maple. 1 minute. Yeah, I should probably do more of these guys. And that's a good pull in the forearms. If you haven't done chin up grip in a while, give that a go. You can do singles. This bar is terrible for that though. There's foam on it. You go with a narrow grip. You go with a wide grip. Oh, I've never hung on there before. 30 seconds. What are you doing, dog? Active recovery, dog. All right, we'll be going to our squat and reach next, or squat and twist. 10 seconds. Oh, all right. Back to that one. Morning equipment. All right, 3, 2, 1. So come on into your passive squat position. Basically fully sat down. Maple, you're getting too jacked up here. And you can either just hang out here, right? This is all good. Or if you want a little bit more out of it, you're gonna take left elbow to left knee, press it in, press against it and reach. Try to get that arm straight up or even behind you. And then alternate, right elbow into right knee, press in and reach. And just alternate there. Take a couple breaths at the top on each one. Oh, you just banged my... We are jacked up this morning, aren't we, dog? We know spring is on the way, I think. Oh my God, dog. Hey, easy. Easy. I find this a lot of posterior shoulder. The back of the shoulder lights up when I reach. You might feel that same, wow. A little bit of spine cracking here and there. 50 seconds. I get much higher on the right side. Oh yeah, crack, 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 eh, dog? Oh goodness, you are all up in my face this morning. 30 seconds. Oh, shoulders. Woo! Feel like I'm feeling those overhead squats from the other day. 20. Oh, that one cracks every time. My low back. Wow, I probably need more of those. Why are you so jacked up today? All right, next is our plank to pike. So you can just set up in a plank position, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, everything, and then push the hips up. And you can pedal them out in your downward dog. Going back through the plank, you can shift side to side in the plank. Abs are tight, butt is squeezed, legs squeezed. Walk it out a little bit. You can bend the knees, drop the chest to the floor a little more. Come forward into that plank, like a little bit of side to side. You can shift forwards, backwards. even walk it in and open up the shoulders a little more. Plank, pike. You can even go through them a little quicker. 1 minute. Focus on really finding that tight middle position with the abs and butt squeezed, the legs squeezed, establishing that tight hollow body in the middle. And then see if you can press your heels down to the floor as you come into your pike position. 30 seconds. This one's burning the shoulders. Even try that one when you're in your pike position. Lifting the feet up, alternating. Woo. That burns the hamstrings. 10 seconds. All right, last one is gonna be our Cossack Squat, and then we've got one more round. I'm gonna get the mat out so I don't slide through, or go ahead. I was about to count you in there. So setting up in that nice wide stance and just sitting down. Working it in, try to keep that heel on the floor, at least on the squatting leg. Trying to get a little lower than last time. Trying to really sit her down. Just kind of get a little, even if you get passive on this one, and if you feel like you're gonna fall over, just hold a counterbalance out in front. Are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands, your own hands can land your own brand. Damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours. It takes some power. Woo, that burns. 1 minute. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and doubters. They're just young. This is round 1 of 2. So we'll be going through a second round, back to that Spiderman lunge in 40 seconds. Oh, feeling that. I know, doggy. I know. 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, Maple. You are too much. 10 seconds. Alright, let's leave this mat out here. Alright, so we're going back to our Spiderman lunge and twist. So set yourself in your plank. Step outside the hands with one foot. And then reach towards that side. Once again, you can lift that back knee up. Or keep it down, or you could even move up and down with it while you're reaching. Get a little more hamstring in there, and then just alternate legs doing that. You can hang out in there a little bit longer per side, or just twist and alternate. Woo. You're crispy this morning, aren't you, dog? You know spring's coming? One minute. Once again, you can pull in on that knee as well to get a little more twist. Move up and down with that back knee. 40 seconds. You can hug that knee. You can turn towards it. You can press off the knee. Woo, we're getting deep in here today, I think. Thanks for hitting those reactions, team. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left
left over, I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things
10 seconds. We're going to our hang.
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brain.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead. I'm gonna try these neutral grip here. Hanging a little low. Focus on the breathing. Relax the shoulders. You could do some scap pull-ups where you keep the arms long and just bring the head towards the ceiling and down. Get a little scapular activation there. That's 30. Lots of crunching, cracking, and popping in the shoulders here. Slowing down that breathing. This grip is the nicest one, I think. There's 1 minute. Although it might be falling off the ceiling or off the door. Feel free to mix up the grip. Mixed grip here. How about that? Mixed grip's okay. Nice relaxed shoulders. Focus on your breathing or your dog. 30 seconds. Remember, take this seriously. This will allow us to train harder for the rest of the week. Oh, that burns. 10. 3, 2, 1, and we are back to our squat and reach. So come on down into your passive squat position, your paleo squat, if you will. Nice relaxed squat, and you can just hang out here. Feel like you're gonna fall backwards, grab your counterbalance or your dog, and then you're gonna drive one elbow into the inside of the knee and reach as high as you can, or even behind you if you've got the mobility. And then we're just gonna alternate that. I know, you're so excited this morning. Come on, shoulder. Crazy, that cracking in my spine with that. Maybe I need to do these more often. Only seems to crack on one side. Yeah? Oh, really?
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower.
Trying to push that range of motion a little bit as you go. Woo, 40 seconds. So interesting with the cracks. 30 seconds.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
What's next?
I won't stop
Like
till I wear the crown.
Another 10. Wow. All right. All right, second last one. Plank to pike. 3, 2, 1. Go from your tight plank position, and then back it up. Send the hips up. Try to keep those legs straight on this one, and then you can, if you want, you can bend them, pedal them out. You even bring them to the chest. Get a little hip flexor in there, and then just alternating that with the plank position. You can get some scap push-ups there too. Shift side to side, forwards, backwards, whatever you're feeling. You can work those heels down towards the floor. Mess around with some reach. Leg reaches up to the ceiling. I feel like a stiff old man doing those guys. shifting back and forth. You can even do some toe touches. So come up into the plank, into the pike position, take one hand off the ground, touch it to the opposite foot, come back to your plank, and alternate. You can aim to touch the heel if you want a little more stretch. Give that a go if you haven't tried it. Reach towards the opposite heel and then come back into your plank. Alternating 30 seconds.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy.
Keep it up.
Hard struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see.
You can bend the knees, drop the chest. All right, we got one more here. One more Cossack Squat. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We're doing it. That's tight. That one is tight, tight. You may notice that one side is tighter than the other. Feel free to hang out more on one side. Right on that tight side. This one for me is much tighter. Once again, if you feel like you're gonna fall over backwards here, grab a counterbalance, hold some weight out in front. Stay. Just over a minute left. Keep working. Oh man, that's tight on that one side. These are definitely uneven for me, which is not surprising. Maple, stop. Why are you so jacked up this morning? Oh, 30 seconds. A few more reps here. Maple. Oh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, great job. Woo, walk it around. Shake it out a little bit. Fantastic job. No, we're not crazy out of breath, but grab yourself some water. So remember, this is all about maintaining consistency, keeping this habit. Not about crushing ourselves every day, but just continuing to move, keeping the habit of getting up early, working our discipline, taking actions on our goals. Hit that thumbs up button if you had a good time. Join us every day. All right, how we feeling, team? Okay, let's get down here. We're gonna do a little, Maple's just gonna sit on there. That's perfect. All right, let's get a little, we're gonna get a little groin stretch, as crazy as that might seem after that. We're gonna try to go butterfly here. You're not gonna see anything because this dog is straight up in the way here, but let's try this. We're gonna go feet together, so sitting on your butt. If you need to elevate your butt, you can do that by sitting up on a bumper or a little cushion or a block or whatever. Bring the feet together and you can pull them in. Maple, you're making this so hard. And then from there, just pull on those feet to pull the chest up. Oh my God, you're too much. This is too much, okay? So, and we'll just briefly talk about active recovery day. I know for me, well, I was going to say it used to be the day that I least looked forward to. Just because, especially when I was younger, training was about big lifts and exciting PRs and heavy things. And, the idea of taking recovery and doing something slower or less intense was just not appealing. So because maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know. But because of that, and because now we train every day, because this isn't what I've done my whole life, but because we train every day, I really start to look forward to this active recovery day. Especially this week, I feel like we've had a really good training week, really strong workouts, and I was after yesterday, I was really looking forward to taking this active recovery day, loosening up the body a little bit, and feeling better for this upcoming week. So this is the way that we maintain our consistency, keep our habits alive by not, sleeping in and taking a rest day, but by getting up, moving the body in a way that's going to be productive for it, moving forwards, and maybe most importantly, maintaining our habit, our stack. All right, I'm going to continue using that term, that habit stack, because the only way that we're consistent with anything is habit stacking, right? So, we think about the idea of when you wake up in the morning, if you don't have a routine, if you don't have an early morning routine, you still have a routine, right? Maybe it's go to the bathroom, maybe it's make coffee, maybe it's check your phone. But those are all habits that happen automatically because they're stacked one after another. You just know that after this, I do that. So if you can be intentional about your habit stack instead of just letting life create it for you, then you can be much more successful. So our habit stack is go to bed early so that you can wake up early. And then once you wake up early, one thing leads to another. We prime our mind, move our bodies with intensity, and then use that momentum, that habit that we've already achieved, to stack the homework on top. And the homework is an hour of action towards your most important goals. Simple, wherever you want to be in your life, right? There's a gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And in order to fill that gap, it takes action. So define your goal, right? Define you're smushing my foot. Call it your perfect life, and then take an hour of action towards that goal. You are so jacked up every day. And the point here is that you don't need to think about it because it's part of the system, right? If you just do the same thing every morning, you don't need to worry about what I'm going to do in the morning. You just follow that same routine, that same system. 333 days in here, team, and it's working. Okay, let's see what we got here. Look at those sheeps. I think we get a couple good udder shots here. Let me see. We are, I think we're expecting, we did a little bit of math because sheep gestation's about 150 days. And I think the rams got in there. It was, November 11th. And 150 days from that gives us April 10th. And it is March 29th today, so we're, 12 days away, potentially less, from lambs. I think I get a couple good udder shots here. One of our, I don't know if this is the right clip, but one of the sheep has got a very obvious full udder already. So that's the only clip that I put on there. I don't think this is the right one. Either way, we're supposed to be warming up here a little bit. If you don't know, the reason that we raise sheep here is because I believe that our food system is broken. I believe that, if you want to do something right, you do it yourself. So we take accountability and we've become farmers and we raise our own meat. And we believe in eating animals and raising them in a way that is good for the soil and good for the land, and not the way that our system does it and crams them into feedlots and feeds them full of sugar, and then we suffer from that. So that's what this program is about. It's about creating the life that is best for you and not just falling for, what we're given and what we're told. Thinking for yourself, making your own decisions, using common sense, building the life that is best for you and ideally those around you. Right? I believe that soil health is our most important issue, and that if we keep degrading it, that there won't be healthy food or food, period, for future generations. And we're going to be eating, I don't even know, high fructose corn syrup, fake processed garbage. So, there's sheepies. All right, team, we did it. Great session this morning, great work. I know that sometimes we consider skipping a session like this because it's not so exciting, but these are the ones that keep us together. So, great work. Thank you so much for showing up, team. You guys are fantastic. Where are our chats here? Let's see. All right. Chris, the Tan Man, Talia, Yaroslav, Jody, Mr. Terry. Who else was here? Equipment was here. Yaroslav. I don't know if I missed those guys. Talia. Love it. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Special shout outs to our team members. Yaroslav, Jody, Ryan, Jason, Christy, Long Path, Wisdom. Love it. If you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. Join our community. Otherwise, have yourselves a fantastic day, and I will see you all tomorrow on Monday. Peace.